You're staring at your bank account at midnight. $147 left. Bills hit Friday, paycheck Wednesday. The gap between them is 3 days of pure anxiety. This is your life. Every month, same math. Every month, same fear. You've stopped telling people how broke you are because you're tired of hearing, "Just save more money," from people who don't understand that there's nothing left to save. A baby monkey named Punch went viral last month. Born in July 2025 at a Japanese zoo. His mother abandoned him. He had nothing. No safety net, no family money, just a plush toy and older monkeys who didn't accept him. The internet watched him survive alone, rooted for him, cared about whether he'd make it. You felt something watching Punch that you couldn't name because you are Punch. Your mother didn't abandon you, but the system did. Your parents couldn't give you generational wealth because they didn't have it. Your job pays enough to survive, not enough to build. The government isn't coming. Banks profit from your desperation. Society judges you for being poor while making it mathematically impossible to not be poor. Punch had something you think you don't have. He didn't know he was supposed to have more. He just survived with what he had. You know you're supposed to have more. Friends buying homes, influencers talking investments, your coworker with $50K saved, and you're here with $147, wondering if you'll ever be different. That gap between where you are and where you're supposed to be, that's the abandonment. Not dramatic, just suffocating every single day. My name is Finn. I study how money destroys people's lives and how it saves them. Millions of people are living Punch's story right now, abandoned by circumstances, surviving alone, holding on to false comfort because real safety never showed up. But Punch's story doesn't end with abandonment, and neither does yours. Punch's mother left him because she couldn't handle the responsibility. Zookeepers found him dragging a plush toy around the enclosure. He was trying to soothe himself with something fake because nothing real was there. The older monkeys in the troop didn't immediately accept him. Videos showed them dragging him, rejecting him, making his life harder. Punch was at the bottom, alone, struggling, and everyone watching the internet felt something break in their chest because they recognized themselves. But the zoo explained something people missed. The older monkeys weren't being cruel, they were teaching him how to survive in the troop, teaching him the rules. It was brutal, but it was necessary. Punch had to learn. Here's where your story mirrors his exactly. You were abandoned into a system that doesn't teach you. Your parents didn't know how to build wealth, so they couldn't teach you. School doesn't teach you. Your job doesn't teach you. Nobody sits down and explains that the system is designed to keep you exactly where you are. So you do what Punch did. You grab whatever comfort you can find. A job that pays bills but kills your soul. A relationship that feels safe but costs you money. Shopping that numbs the stress. Subscriptions you forgot about. Whatever keeps you from feeling the full weight of abandonment. And like Punch, you're getting dragged by monkeys you didn't choose to be around. Banks dragging you with fees, your boss dragging you with low wages, society dragging you with judgment, the system dragging you deeper with no way out. Punch didn't have a choice. He was born into that troop. You didn't have a choice either. You were born into this economy, this country, this moment in history where $30K in savings is the difference between surviving and actually living. But here's what changed for Punch. Eventually, the dragging stopped. The older monkeys started grooming him, accepting him, teaching him how to belong. Not because Punch changed who he was, but because Punch stayed consistent. He didn't quit. He didn't give up despite being dragged. The acceptance came when Punch proved he could survive the dragging. Your acceptance, your peace, your stability, your $30K comes the same way. Not by waiting for the system to change, not by hoping someone saves you, but by surviving the dragging long enough to reach the other side. And the other side exists. Punch proved it. Millions of people prove it every single day. You just have to know what you're actually building toward. Punch didn't need a mansion, didn't need luxury. He needed one thing: acceptance into the troop, a place where he belonged, where the dragging stopped and the grooming began. You need the same thing, except it has a number attached to it: $30,000. Not because 30K makes you rich, it doesn't. Not because it solves everything, it doesn't. But because 30K is 6 to 7 months of living expenses for most people, and that changes everything about how you move through the world. With $147 in your account, your boss owns you. You can't leave a job that's destroying you because you can't afford one missed paycheck. You take the abuse because the alternative is homelessness. Your boss knows this. They use it against you. At 30K, your boss loses that power. You can walk. Not today, maybe not this month, but you can walk. And that changes how you show up. You stop begging. You stop accepting less. You stop being desperate. With $147, unexpected expenses are catastrophes. Car breaks down, credit card debt. Medical bill arrives, collection agency. Someone asks you for $200, impossible. Every surprise is a crisis that ripples for months. At 30K, unexpected expenses are annoying. Your car breaks down, you fix it. Medical bill comes, you handle it. Someone needs $200, you help them. The crisis disappears. Your nervous system finally stops screaming. With $147, you're making decisions from panic. You impulse buy because you need dopamine relief from the constant stress. You take predatory loans because you need money now. You stay in situations you know are toxic because you can't afford to leave. Your stress makes you stupid about money. At 30K, you make decisions calmly. You can walk away from bad deals. You can wait for sales. You can negotiate. You can say no. That buffer doesn't just protect you from emergencies, it protects you from your own panic responses. But the biggest shift happens inside your body. Right now, your nervous system is permanently in fight or flight mode. Your cortisol is maxed out. You're not sleeping well. Your digestion is wrecked. Your immune system is tanked. The constant low-level panic is eating you alive from the inside. At 30K, something breaks the right way. The 3 a.m. anxiety stops. Your stomach settles. You sleep through the night. You can taste food again. Your body stops being at war with itself. This isn't motivation talk. This is biology. Money stress literally destroys your nervous system. 30K fixes that. Punch reached acceptance and the grooming started. His body relaxed. He stopped fighting for survival and started living. That's what 30K does for you. If you're watching this and you get it, subscribe. I release videos every week about money that actually matters, the stuff that changes your real life, not just your spreadsheet. Getting to 30K sounds impossible when you're starting at 147. I know. The math feels broken. The distance feels infinite. But Punch didn't think about the whole journey either. He just survived the day in front of him. Your path is the same. 1 month at a time, one decision at a time. Find the gap first. Look at your income and your expenses. Is there $50 left over? $100? That's your starting point. If there's nothing, you need to cut something or make more money. There's no magic here. But once you find even $50, automate it. The day your paycheck hits, $50 goes to savings before you see it, before you can spend it. You don't think about it. It just happens. Treat it like a bill, not like whatever's left over at the end of the month. Like rent, like it's mandatory, because it is. At $50 a month, you hit $600 a year. In 5 years, you're at $3,000. In 10 years, you're at $6,000. Still far from 30K, but you've started. You've proven to yourself that you can do this. Then something shifts. You get obsessed with watching that number grow. You find $100 to cut instead of $50. You get a small raise and actually keep it instead of inflating your lifestyle. Most people who start this way hit 30K faster than they expect. But here's the part nobody tells you. The first $1,000 is the hardest. It requires the most discipline because you have nothing yet, no momentum, no proof it works. Once you hit $1,000, something changes psychologically. You've proven it's possible. You've done it. Now you're just repeating it. From $1,000 to $10,000 is easier. You've already changed your habits. You've already proven you can do this. You're just continuing. From $10,000 to $30,000 is the fastest part, because now you see the finish line. You know it's possible. Your motivation isn't abstract anymore. It's real money in a real account that you built with your own hands. At $300 a month saved, you hit 30K in just over 8 years. Sounds slow until you realize those 8 years are passing anyway. You can get there at 35 or you can get there at 43, but you're getting there. And the moment you hit 30K, everything changes. The dragging stops. The grooming begins. The acceptance arrives. Punch survived abandonment and found his troop. You'll survive this and find your peace. Start today. Find your $50. Set it up to move automatically. Then forget about it. The rest takes care of itself.
You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not failing. You were abandoned by a system that profits from your struggle. Punch was abandoned too. Who survived? He got dragged. He survived that. Eventually, he found acceptance, found peace. Your 30K journey is the same. It's not about becoming rich. It's about surviving the abandonment long enough to reach acceptance. Acceptance is real. It's what happens when you finally have breathing room, when your nervous system stops screaming, when you make decisions from strength instead of fear. The journey starts with $50 or $30 or $100, whatever you can find. Set it up to move automatically. Don't think about it, just do it. 8 years from now, you'll hit 30K. You'll wake up and realize your stomach isn't tight anymore. You'll sleep better. You'll laugh without forcing it. That's biology. That's what happens when abandonment ends. Punch's story went viral because people needed proof that survival is real, that acceptance exists after abandonment. Your story will be the same, not viral, but real, and that's worth more. Set up that automation today. Your 30K is waiting. If this landed for you, subscribe. I break down this money stuff every week, the real conversations, the stuff that actually changes your life. You're not alone in this. Punch wasn't, and you aren't either. Now go set up that automation.